Hi, this is Arjun from Super Simple Software. I'm the technical expert on Super Simple ERP. Today we're going to see how our solution on fleet management will create a positive impact on your business. Welcome to our fleet management video. Fleet management is an interesting module which lets you manage cars and drivers. It is especially useful for fleet management companies. Let's look at the fleet management features one by one. Firstly, our fleet management is restricted only to passenger type vehicles and not cargoes. So only driving passengers is included in this module. Something like a taxi service, except that sometimes you give a car on lease without a driver. Let's look at the vehicles menu. This menu lets you create car records. Let's create a car. We select a model from the list. New model can be created from the vehicle model menu in the configuration. Let us look at how to create new models first. You go to the configuration menu, click on model brand of the vehicle. Here you see a list of all the model brands, and we can create bikes with this too. So let's create a model, fill in Bajaj in the name, or let's do Kawasaki. I already did Bajaj before this. Next, we go to the vehicle model menu. We hit create, select a model, brand as Kawasaki, and we put in a model name. Let's say it is ZX 2000. After doing that in the vehicle menu, it automatically creates a group for Kawasaki, and let's go back to the vehicle creation now. We select a model, put in the license plate number, B, it's MH15 BX 5454. So, driver assignment is possible in fleet management. A driver is a partner in the software who can be assigned to a car location. Let's put in a driver and put in the location. Put in a chassis number. Then we enter the odometer reading, acquisition date, it is March, and we'll put a car value. We can even put in additional properties like seat numbers, number of doors, color of the car. Say it is blue. In engine, we can mention transmission, manual or automatic, fuel type, that is gasoline, and so on. We'll hit save. The buttons in the top right corner provide some useful information. They are the same as the menus on the left hand side. The only difference is that buttons provide information about this car and menus provide information about all vehicles. Let us look at contracts first. A car can be tied to a contract. Contracts can be of any duration and can be terminated or renewed. We'll create a new contract. In this form, we can enter the activation cost for this contract. It is 2100. It is the amount to be paid to lease the car. Then we mention the contract start date and end date, and we put an odometer value in the top right corner. In the included services, we can put in various services like summer tires, snow tires, repair and maintenance. And we put a cost for the service in the right hand corner, and it's save. In the text box at the bottom, we can mention the terms and conditions, if any. That's all about contracts. Finally, we can terminate the contract at any time or renew it when it's over. Let's go back to our car again and look at costs button. Here we can see a cost of type lease. We can edit it and enter in a leasing cost. In the services button, we get to enter various services done on this car. So we select service type and enter in a cost. We enter the odometer value. We enter in a cost first. Then we enter the odometer value when the service is being done. And everything in the fleet management module is measured in terms of odometer value. So you'll notice that we enter odometer values everywhere. In additional details, we can mention the name of the supplier providing that service and an invoice reference, as you may have already known by now from watching our videos that invoices can be created from the accounting menu. This invoice will be linked to our current service, and we mentioned the invoices number in the invoice reference. Then we have the fuel button. Let's get done with the services first. Yeah, the fuel button. This could be obviously filled in by the driver if he has an iPad or something, some kind of device like that, or even his cell phone actually. Or he could make a note of it and let the leasing company fill in the details for him. So we fill in an odometer value. We put in liters of fuel and price per liter, and the total price gets calculated automatically, like so. Once again, we can put in an invoice reference here and enter a supplier from which we bought the fuel. And that's it about fueling. Harry J is our supplier here. So let's go back and check out the odometer button. Here we can see all the odometer entries for this car, through which we can track when the car was refueled, when the servicing was done, etc. Fleet management is like a long-term taxi service. Cars can be leased and drivers can be obtained along with the cars. The leasing lasts at least for a day. When the car is leasing, its status changes to leasing. Let me just show you how the menus look like. So the vehicle contracts is the menu where we can see all the contracts of not only the vehicle that we saw previously, but also another one. So we have an Audi A1 and Audi A3. Basically it's the same as the vehicle we saw, only for different cars, for two cars in particular. And then we have the vehicle costs like repair and maintenance, refueling, leasing, etc. That is pretty much it, and let me just show you how an invoice is created. So we go to the accounting section and we click on supplier invoices. We click create and we mention a supplier. Let's say it was Jim Hu and Co. And we put in a product, and we'll create a new product in this case, and we'll call it repair and maintenance. And we'll hit save. We'll put in a price for it. I think we had 3,500 for it. And all the taxes and everything gets updated accordingly. And we hit save and validate. So now our invoice is validated. We can simply pay to the supplier. And when we pay this, our cash payment will be registered in the journal entries. And we're done. That's it about fleet management module. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Until next time, Thank you for watching.